But we're live. We are live.
Yay!
Good morning. And you've got your papers.
I know. Check
Oh.
me out. See, just at the last hurdle, I get my shit together.
on the last day of 2021.
Yeah, finally know what I'm doing. This is good. And that means that I'm going to be heading into 2022 knowing what I'm doing.
Which is what we all should be doing. That's the whole purpose of these last couple of lives, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. We should just call it getting your shit together.
Yeah, that's it. That would have been a far better title. Why did we? It's much more us as well, isn't it?
Getting your shit together. How are you doing, Bertie? It is the end of the year. This is our final 2021.
It is. There's almost a tear in my eye, Debbie. This is the last time I'm going to see your face until 2022.
It won't have changed much. It'll be fine.
Yeah, mine will be the same too.
May. Yeah, exactly. Maybe a bit more craggy. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks? We'll be like broken. And...
Yeah, mine will be like inflated a little bit after the Christmas, the Christmas stuffing that I always go through.
Yeah, the stuffing of Christmas.
Yeah, well, the stuffing of me over Christmas. It's like a guaranteed stone easily Christmas Day, sorted.
Oh my God. Okay, well, on that, maybe you can use my lovely tool for your, health goals as well in 2022. Yeah, so you've just reminded me that last week I promised that I was going to share a tool that I use.
Yeah. What are we talking about today, Debbie? What are we talking about? We haven't done the introduction.
Where's your little thing across the bottom?
Yeah.
2022. Planning for success.
Yes.
Planning for success. And I wanted to share a really simple tool with you that I use. And I didn't make the tool up. I saw it in a TED lecture. I cannot remember the lovely lady who kind of introduced it to me first of all, but I've seen a couple of people use it and I like it for its simplicity, because I think sometimes we can get a bit overwhelmed with all the things that we do. So I'm going to show you this tool and I'm also going to describe it for people who are listening on the podcast. Okay. So essentially you get a A4 piece of paper.
Yeah.
And you draw on the left side and the right side 2 rectangles. And so you have the piece of paper landscape, and between those 2 rectangles, you draw 3 big arrows. So you've got a rectangle on the left, a rectangle on the right, and in the space in between, you've got 3 big arrows. And essentially, this tool is to help you think, where am I now? Where do I want to get to? And what are the 3 things that I need to do that are going to get me there fastest? So essentially what you do is once you've drawn out your rectangles and your arrows, is in the box on the left, just had to check my left and right there. It's amazing, isn't it, how you can be 42 and still not quite sure which is left and right. Come on, brain, you can do it. In the left hand column, you kind of draw where you are now. So maybe you're feeling okay, maybe you're feeling frustrated and stuck, maybe you're feeling confused, whatever that is, and pictorially what that looks like for you. You don't have to be a good artist for this, because I'm certainly not. So mine always look like weird stick figures, sort of in odd positions. So just draw whatever, where you are now, how you feel now, and the sense that you have in your business, really, and the emotions that come out of that. And then in the far rectangle, in the right hand side, you draw a picture of what nirvana looks like. When your business is going really well, when you've got lots of clients, when the money is coming in, like maybe you've got a book deal, maybe you're speaking on stages, like what would good look like to you, and where do you want to take your business to? And there's supposed to be some magic or scientific evidence that when we draw things out, it kind of starts activating like a different part of our brain than when we're writing kind of in a business spreadsheety type way, a business plan. You're kind of starting to activate a different part of your brain that starts being a bit more innovative and imagining things. There's some kind of scientific magic that happens when we draw stuff. And then essentially what you're going to do is you're going to go, well, here I am on the left side. This is where I am now. On the right side is where I want to get to. What 3 things are going to get me from here to here? And you can only have 3 things. And so it makes you start to be really concise. There are millions of things that you could be doing, but what are the 3 top things that are actually going to move the needle and get you from where you are now to where you want to be? And so I love doing this tool. And I essentially do 1, I stick it up I do those 3 things, I rip it up, I do another one, I do the next 3 things. And that kind of just enables me to keep that focus of where I want to take my business and what's going to grow it or give me more time or whatever, I feel like I need at that point. And I just love the tool for its simplicity. Where do you want to be? What are 3 things that are going to get you there? Boom.
I think that's it. And we've spoke before about the whole concepts of what will make the boat go faster and those things. And I think this is it. I think it's very easy to overcomplicate a lot of these, like when you're planning, because we all have big aspirations. Well, a lot of us have big aspirations, and it's sometimes these things can be overwhelming. But a lot of the time, it's just very simple changes that you need to make. And it can just be a few things that just need to change. And I'm a big believer of trying to get rid of this concept of, well, I'll start this next year, or I'll start this next week, or I'll start my diet on Monday. It's like, why not just start it now?
Yeah.
Because a lot of those simple changes that you'll need to, if you think of what your successful business looks like, or what your successful image of yourself looks like, it's probably not that much different to where you are now. It's just simple changes that you need to make. And if you were making those changes now with time and consistency, then those things actually will start to get traction and take effect.
Yeah.
So there's not generally that it's not drastic changes that need to be made. A lot of the time it's just simple things. I think that's the thing with planning. We can overcomplicate this and it becomes this huge monster. And then you just think, fuck it, no, I'll just carry on, or I'll play safe and I'll stay in my comfort zone. Whereas, if you wanted to lose weight, then you'd start maybe counting your calories and making sure you stuck to that calorie at that calorie target for 6 months. And if you did that, of course you're going to, get the body that you want, because it's, the science of the maths is there. It's the same with, spending too much money or not doing the things in your business. If you want to be posting on social media more, then just do it every day or every other day or whatever. And then those things will gain traction. So it's just simple things. So those habits can start being formed today. So those 3 things that you say, are they like daily habits, would you say, that you would start implementing now? Or
well, it could be things like, okay, so I want to grow this service or get more customers for this service. So it could be, for example, I'm going to reach out to 1 new person a week.
Okay.
So that could be, every week I'm going to make sure that I connect with 1 person I don't know and introduce myself and say who I am. Or that could be 1 a day. It could be as big as I need a new website, which is, a big task. And I think if then you put these big tasks on, then it's about, okay, how do I break that big task down into small tasks? So it really, we've got a queen of overthinking.
Morning, Letitia.
Morning. So it could be something big, like redesigning a website, or it could be something like, I'm just going to reach out to 1 extra person a week, So I think it really depends on what you think is going to get you from there to there. But my advice then, if they are big tasks, like, I'm going to redesign my entire website, it's like, well, then start breaking that task down.
Yeah.
On here might be 2 quite big tasks. And you're like, well, they're nice, they're sat there, I'm looking at them, but what are the everyday tasks that are going to get me there? And I think just breaking that down to its kind of incremental steps. And like you've kind of hinted at, it's like, if you start making those small steps, eventually they make a big incremental rise in growth, in revenue, in contacts. But it's just doing that 1 foot in front of the other thing, isn't it? And being really clear on where you want to get to. Yeah. And I think that's part of this, is like, actually, where do you want to get to? So it might be small things, those small daily habits. It might be like post on social media 3 times a week, but it might be big, massive things as well. So it really depends on you and what you think you need to do to grow your business.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's always going to be bottlenecks in your process for your business, and just figuring out what they are and then taking steps to overcome them. Being really honest with yourself. What is slowing me down? What could, help me get to that next step? And a lot of the time we don't know what that thing is going to be, but actually just trying something and testing it and measuring it and actually seeing, does that work over the period of a month? Does posting on social media every day actually bring more emails into my email funnel, for example? And then seeing, like, when I work with clients, and it's probably the same with you, Debbie, like, I don't have all the answers. Like,
no.
There is no silver bullet. Like I'm never one of these people that come and work with me and you'll have 6 figures by the weekend. Like it's just not going to happen. However, what I will do is I'll help you identify what the problems are and help you and hold you accountable to this process, so you can actually then start to work on yourself and work on the things that need working on, and actually like what's working, what's not, and then slowly get that process. Because then the things, those good habits that do get traction, in 3 months' time, they'll become business as usual. It's part of your business that you'll do without thinking, but you'll be testing 2 new things, and then that traction will start to go and your business will start to grow. So just planning and like taking some time out to identify what's been working in your business, what's not been working, what do you procrastinate on, all of those things, and actually just putting in a small plan, just even if it's just for the first month, for January, for the first quarter. And that is really going to help you. So you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers right now.
You don't have to have all the answers right now. But it is, like you said that so many times. But I think that's really true, is that people sometimes wait until they feel like they have all the answers before they make that first step. And it's like you said, just start now. Just do something. Just do something now, today. And also, drawing is fun.
It is, yeah. Even though I've got my pens out. I've just dropped them all now, but there you go. Look, I've been drawing. Got pens out.
Good. Yeah. Is that? Are we done? Are we making?
We are. I think that's the perfect way to round up 2021, Debbie.
I think I just wanted to say is that while it's great looking forward, listen to the live that we did last week where we were talking about reviewing and my favorite word, auditing, because actually it's all about learning what works. And kind of what you alluded to was you could put in here, post on social media every week or every day. That's a lot of effort. Make sure that you're measuring whether it works or not, because it might not actually be the thing that will get you from there to there. It might feel like it's the thing. And so you're constantly measuring, testing, reviewing, changing, adapting, and learning as you go, I think is the main thing, isn't it?
And that's what we were talking about last week. It's all about reviewing what you're actually doing right now, because this whole busy fool scenario affects so many people. So like, how many people do you speak to? It's like, I'm so busy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's like, well, how is your business? Oh, it's shit. It's like, it's rock bottom right now. So all of these things that people are spending their time on aren't actually moving the business forward.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of the time it's just taking the time to say, well, I always use the yellow pages analogy, right? Like the amount of people that used to advertise in yellow pages just blindly because they just thought that they should, and because they'd always done it. And no one ever took the time to say, does this actually, have we ever asked, how did you hear about me? Yellow pages? No, of course not, because no one ever picks up that big fucking book anymore. Like, it's just, there's a lot of stuff that you might be doing now that you can probably do away with. Focus on the new world. The world's changing, and let's actually figure out how to grow your business. And if you need advice, Debbie's door is always open, and so is mine too. So
open doors,
or just watch these lives or whatever. But you can do it anyway. Like it's all there for the taking. So I hope you're excited about 2022. We've had a shit couple of years. 2022 is going to be fucking exciting. Are you ready for it, Tudor? You ready?
Yeah!
You ready?
Yes, please. Yes, fantastic. Please, for 2022. That's good. Come on. Yeah. Come on, world. We can do it. Together, we'll survive.
I'm confident in it. Well, Debbie, thank you very much for showing up, joining us on these wonderful lives every week. If you listen to the podcast, thank you for listening, and I will see you in 2022. We might even still have that party if Boris allows us, but let's just see. We'll just hold up on that one.
Just pause. We can unpause it. It's an idea that's there that will be done. We will do it.
We're going to do a party, definitely. It's not an if, it's a when. No. Yes, that's right. Okay. Thank you. And happy Christmas, Letitia. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.